Welcome back to Retire Well. I'm Kristen Oakley here with Kevin Bucher, co-founder of Citizen Advisory Group, and we're so glad that you're joining us today. If you're just tuning in, today's show is all about building a solid retirement income plan for yourself. And as we established in the first segment, success in retirement is not about your lump sum, that lump sum of money you've been saving for retirement, but rather your ability to take that lump sum and turn it into a reliable, ongoing, steady stream of income that's going to last you throughout the rest of your life. So that's what we want to talk about now, is building that retirement paycheck. And I know that you have a great way that you talk about this with your clients. You talk about the system of creating paychecks and playchecks. So talk about that.
Yeah, well, so let me start by saying, I wish I could say that I coined that phrase. Tom Hegna, a financial coach, former advisor, and an author, he wrote a book several years ago called Paychecks and Playchecks. So we've kind of taken some of that topic and we kind of moved it into our own system of how we build out retirement. So yeah, we will be going into detail on the paycheck and playcheck process today. Now, it's important to point out, I think, that there's a lot of viable ways that you can go about structuring a retirement income strategy. So there's not just one way to do this. We're going to talk about the paychecks and playchecks today because we find it to be a very efficient way to build out a retirement income strategy. We've seen it work in real world with our clients, so we see both the financial and psychological benefits of it. So it is something that we feel very strongly about as the preferred way of going about it. But there are alternatives to it. It's not a one-size-fits-all for everybody, so maybe this isn't to your liking today, but we have found it to be a very efficient way to structure someone's retirement strategy.
Which I love that concept, and so let's define it. Obviously paycheck folks are familiar with, right? But what constitutes this retirement paycheck in your paycheck and playcheck approach?
Yeah, so the paycheck is meant to be the monthly income that's coming in that you're going to basically use to support your living expenses. So, when we were working, we got up in the morning and went and did whatever we do for a living, and at the end of the week or every other week, we got that paycheck. And what did we do with that paycheck? Well, we paid bills, and we did the things that we wanted to do, and hopefully we were able to set some of it aside. But that paycheck was so important because it's what we use to go out and live our life and fund our lifestyle. So in retirement, we want to try to recreate that. And to our point at the beginning, a lump sum doesn't necessarily generate that paycheck for us, right? So we have to use the right tools for generating that paycheck.
Yes.
Because the paycheck needs to be something that is predictable, sustainable, and I would argue guaranteed.
Yes.
That we know it's coming every month, no matter how long I live, what's happening in the financial markets, that I can count on that check coming to go out and live and spend my money on.